My name is Gary Appolis. I'm 39 years old. I stay in Strandfontein. I was first diagnosed with HAE when I was 16. It's been coming on for, I would say, since 13 years old. That's when it started. But I was misdiagnosed at first. I was told that I had IBS, and then I had allergies. So it was back and forward, up and down to the hospital, different doctors. And eventually one doctor said, let's just do a test because he suspects I have HAE. And did the test, came back positive. Then it was a matter of what type of HAE. Is it hereditary or acquired? Can we please do a family tree? Got my mom in, got the rest of the family in, and was confirmed it's hereditary because my mother had it, my gran had it, the whole 7 out of the 10 people that I brought in of my family had it. Nobody was aware at the time. The doctors just said it was allergies. And my mom passed away in 2016 from HAE in hospital. So she had an attack. They treated her. They said, I called the hospital and they said she's doing fine. She'll be discharged in an hour. She relapsed. Within an hour, she passed away, within that hour, and they said she was doing better. That then led my wife down this path of finding help, getting better treatment for myself. I was in hospital in 2016, late 2016. They tried to intubate me, and they couldn't. So they phoned my wife and said, look, there's nothing we can do for him. Please get the family together. He won't last through the night. And I made it obviously. The next day, she was on the internet, got hold of the Lung Institute, and from there we just found out there was so much people with this, and there is other treatments, because they gave me steroids before. So it was adrenaline, Phenergan, and prednisone. Those were the 3 drugs they would give me to treat it. It didn't help. None of it worked. Then I got onto Danagen from the UCT Lung, and they gave me Icatibant, and that has helped tremendously. I still get sick often, but now it's manageable. And if it's life-threatening, 1 injection, 2 hours later, I'm good to go. My life continues. I can carry on like normal. The only problem is those injections are very expensive, and my medical aid only allows a certain amount. So if I run out, I have to be hospitalized. That's the downside of it. For the average person that doesn't have a good medical aid, you can't just get it off the shelf. There's one pharmacist that I have to get it from, so they courier it directly to my door. The only other place that I know of in the Western Cape is Grooteskiel, the Lung Institute. So even though I've got private medical aid, I can't go to a private hospital. They won't have the medication for me. So even when I travel, I need to make sure I have something with me, otherwise I can't go. I need to be within a certain radius of the hospital because that's the only place I'm going to get help. I can't go anywhere where there isn't a hospital. So things like camping, just doing normal things. What distance am I from the hospital? That's the first thing. And if something happens, how fast can I get there? What transport do we have to get there? I generally have with me a little piece of paper which describes HAE. Got it from the professor, and it states how to treat me. So with plasma, if you're away, FFPs work. Also, it's a waiting game, so you need to get to hospital, they need to draw your blood, match it up, then send the FFPs out. So there needs to be a blood bank close by. So if you go too far away and there isn't anything, you just need to hope and pray you don't have an episode. There's a lot of variables that come in because the medication is so inaccessible and so expensive. Also makes me miss work quite often because I'm sick. My feet swell, any body part can swell. And for my job, I need to be physically fit. I need to do things. And social gatherings also get affected. Had it been cheaper and readily available, I don't think I'd take off work ever. I don't think I would have to miss functions. I wouldn't be in the situation that I am in because the injection works. Stress will trigger attack within hours. Certain foods I just avoid. Anything too spicy, anything like fish also, I just stay away from it. It's become a habit now. Certain activities, like riding a bicycle. I love cycling, but too much exposure to that seat makes me swell. So certain things, sitting on a hard surface, will make me swell. With me being diagnosed, my family is more aware of what's happening. My kids have it, unfortunately. My youngest is 6, the other one is 15, and they are on a mild medication because the HAE symptoms start in puberty. And with the little one, he's had some little minor attacks, but nothing to warrant like hospitalization or anything. And he has it worse than me. His levels are very bad. But fortunately, there is treatment. So when he gets to that age, when things start going wrong, there is treatment. There's currently trials going on with different medications, and they are working. I'm on one trial at the moment, and it's helped. The frequency of attacks used to be 1 a week. It was bad in 2020 where the hospital staff knew me by name. If I walked into the hospital, they would just ask, throat? Yes, go through. But with the new trial, I now have attacks 3 times a month maybe. So it's dropped down drastically. And also the severity of it. With HAE, mine normally moves. So it will start by the foot, and then after a day or two, it would move to a different location. Always moved. With this new medication, it stops it there. So if I take it halfway through the swelling process, it sort of stops at that point and starts to reverse. So it doesn't move forward. HAE South Africa, they started this thing where they have webinars. So I've been on 2 so far. And it's nice to see that there are other people going through what you're going through. Because this is something that it's so rare. Many people don't know what it is, and if you try to explain it to even a normal doctor, I need to tell them how to treat me, because they wouldn't know. There's a lot of stuff going through this. Even on the last one, there's ways of determining whether the fetus has it or not already. So the advancements in technology, it's from people like them, that it's out there. People know what's going on. Even my work, when I applied for the job, I told them I've got HAE. I told them Google it. See what it's about. This is one space where everybody in the field is there. So if you have concerns, if you have questions, and the doctors are lovely. They will phone you afterwards and speak to you for an hour or 2 if you need. But that's where it's a whole community of people that are going through the same thing, and the doctors that are there to help. Having HAE South Africa around gives me a peace of mind for my kids, because I'm grown. I know what I've gone through, and I know there's help. But with them around, I know for my kids and the next generation, things will be better. They won't be misdiagnosed. They'll know what to do, what treatments are out there. There's always going to be somebody they can reach out to, even if I'm gone, and see them through this journey, because it is a journey. It's not something that you start and you finish. It's with you forever.